Jonathan David has arrived in Torino, Italy. Is this the biggest move a Canadian has ever made?
Yeah, I think it is. And obviously, the comparable is Alphonso Davies going to Bayern Munich. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of people who will still choose that one, given the size of that club and the fact that it was kind of, a new frontier, I think, for Canadian soccer to see a player like that go to a club like Bayern Munich. Tajon Buchanan to Inter also deserves a mention, another giant club that a Canadian joins. I just think this one feels a bit different because I think Jonathan David is going to be one of the faces of that team from the very outset. Davies got there in terms of how he progressed, and it was an amazing rise, how rapidly that happened and how important he became to that team. But it's going to be like that from day one.
Listen, I'm excited for Jay David because I think it's a perfect marriage, and that's hard to find in football, especially nowadays, right? Like in terms of how accessible you can be and how many clubs you could go to. But then at the time, the record transfer fee in MLS for Fonzie to go to Bayern Munich back in 2019 had to be. It almost for me felt like the start of it all. Like after that, then obviously there are more moves from Canadians, and naturally they were progressing. Naturally they were playing better football. But that for me still has to be one of the biggest moves. I do agree with all these points in terms of you have to kind of climb the ladder. But Fonzie to Bayern Munich, I don't know if we're ever gonna see that.